Good morning, everyone. Apologies for the slight delay and the different background. We've had a few or more than a few technical problems. I hope you can hear me and see me. We have to sort them out afterwards. But good morning to Peter, to Deborah, to Andrea, to Carol, and to Caroline, and to all those that are joining us this morning. This morning's learning, friends, is dedicated in memory of all those that have Yortzeit. We wish long life in particular to Joe Taylor, who's Yortzeit for his father today, amongst others. Wish you, Joe, and everyone else longer life, as well as all those that would be saying Kaddish. And of course, we're learning for Refuah Shalema, for in particular for Andy Raven, for Ruth Tunkel, and all those others in our community that are unwell and need a Refuah Shalema. So I want to ask you a question. How do you impress someone? You know, we live in an interesting world. Do you ever think that you're saying something or doing something to impress someone? Huh? Interesting, isn't it? I wonder, think about, all the different programs that we're involved with and people that we interact in our daily lives. In a few minutes, you'll be starting work. Sometimes we just say things or we do things and we're trying to get recognition. We crave recognition. Now I know you're all shaking your head, saying, "Nah, and not me, Rabbi. I'm different. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I don't need recognition." Well, you're lying. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Estelle. I don't think I said good morning to you. I didn't see you all the way down there. Martin, good morning. We wish to Andy Refuah Shlema. Eitan, good morning. So I want to tell you that there was a meeting that took place between Jacob and Esau. This week's parsha. Long lost brothers that didn't quite get along, did they? Very different perspectives, different worlds. Esau was jealous of the birthright. He spurned the birthright, sold the birthright, and then, of course, didn't get the blessing that he wanted and regretted it. Now they are heading towards each other on this epic encounter, right? And Jacob decides to send gifts to Esau. What does he send to him? So, okay, he sends materialism, but you know what he does? Vayishlach Yaakov malachim lefanov. He sent angels. Who were these angels? So John Chart always loves this section. I don't know if he's watching, but he always mentions it to me. These were the angels. What are angels? Well, the angels that we have, angels, each of us, and the angels that we have, we're not going to get too spooky today, but each time you do a good deed in this world, a mitzvah, right? Each time you watch this clip of learning, you create an angel, okay? It's an interceder, as we call it, on your behalf. And those angels stand before us in the heavenly throne and represent us, right? And of course, conversely, if we do something that's wrong, then sadly we create a prosecution against us, right? Something that's an indictment on our character, a blot on our name. So what did Jacob do? Jacob knew that Esau was jealous of the blessings and the birthright that he'd got, the blessings in particular. And he sends towards him these angels. Why would he send these angels with a mitzvot that he'd done? Why would he send Esau, who was a man who was interested in the Ferrari F40, the Lamborghinis, the beautiful hotels in Dubai? This man was interested in one thing and one thing only: wealth, materialism, right? Self-gratification. That was the world, the here and now that Esau lived in. So why are you going to send him and him trying to impress upon him, make an impression on him by sending him angels, which represent the mitzvot that Yaakov had done? I want to tell you a story, okay? I'm going to leave out one of the names of the story, okay? And that's because you'll hear why afterwards, okay? And don't ask me to say who, okay? But my father once, many years ago, was heading for a meeting. It was Hope he doesn't mind me telling the story to everyone here, but we'll keep it between us. Anyways, he was heading for a meeting, and when my parents got married, I think he got that. It was then, or when he passed his law finals. My mum got him a nice watch. Okay, it was like a gold watch. It was a very nice watch. He'd become a lawyer, worked very hard. Anyways, he was in this elevator with this very, very wealthy individual, and the individual was quite well known. My father would just turned and looked at his watch in order to see whether he was on time or late for the meeting. And this wealthy tycoon turned to my father and he says, "We've all seen your watch. You can put it away now." Now, that story always stuck with me, because they were talking on different wavelengths. For my father, it's a watch. For this tycoon, objects are things to impress other people, right? And therefore, he couldn't imagine that somebody could just be looking to tell the time. It was all about trying to make an impression, right? And how do you make an impression? Well, it's got to be with wealth, because that's the language that this man spoke. Let's go back now. Now, friends, hopefully we can understand this beautiful idea. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. I'm trying to get it out. I blame the French and Brexit. Anyways, so it goes like this. Yaakov knew that Esau was jealous of the blessings. What did he want? What did he want with the blessings? Esau thought the blessings were all about one thing: wonga, money, wealth. Jacob sent in front of him angels, mitzvot, that he had accomplished, he'd accumulated. That was the real wealth of the blessings. Jacob wanted to say to Esau, don't be jealous of me. You've got plenty, I've got plenty. But what the blessings really were was a language, a lexicon that you couldn't possibly understand, comprehend, or speak, because it's a language of spirituality. It's a language of transcendence, something that you could not relate to, because that's not what you're interested in. I'm trying to impress you with mitzvot to show you that that's what I'm about. That's my wavelength. That's not what you're about. So the blessings you don't need to be jealous of anymore, because what you thought the blessings weren't really what it was all about. So we have to ask ourselves, friends, and I'm asking myself this question as we speak together today, and it's lovely to see so many people joining us. What is the language that we think about, that we speak? What impresses us? Huh? Martin, Estelle, what really impresses people in this world? What's the first thing they speak about? It's interesting. Rabbi Sachs was, I was with Lady Sachs actually, Motzei Shabbat, for an event, and the language that they spoke, that she speaks, he spoke, the language of Rabbi Sachs was all about ideas, ideals, principles, virtues. He wasn't interested, he wasn't impressed by anything around him. He was very often with people which were super powerful, super wealthy, great prime ministers, presidents, the Pope, anyone and everyone he met. But he was interested, as his daughter said, about ideas that could improve and change the world. That's his language. What's our language? What do we care about? What do we think about? If we can do anything, if we had a day, what would we spend it on? What would we like to do? If we won £1 million or £2 million or £10 million, what would we do? Would we just accumulate more stuff? Or would we actually want to do something with that stuff for other people? That is the barometer. That is the yardstick for us to see where we are in life, friends. Where we are and where we're going. That's the lesson of Jacob and Esau from this week's parasha. So please God, we should all be able to be blessed. You should be gesund. Should be blessed with good health, success, and to be able to use everything that we have. Everything, every second, every ounce of strength, every possession in the way that it was intended. To elevate in this world, to infuse this world, to make this world a better place. Okay, we're going to conclude with the refuah shlema for those that are unwell and a memorial prayer. Firstly, refuah shlema prayer. Bavo Shana Mispalim Bavoram, Bishalagash Barki Male Rakim Malahim, Lakmal Fasam, vayishlach lehem, Fushlim Shmaim Lachol Ben Basar, Shach Yisrael, Refuah Sanef, Fusakov, Hashabagz Makarev, Benoma, Amen. Fuah to all those that are unwell, as we've already mentioned. And now a memorial prayer. Adonai Mim Zacho Es Nishmai, Shakolaka Shel Kulinamam, Vagan Aiden Taimno Chasim Lachim Rachamim Nazrim Mesesa Kanafech Leolamim, Yitzos Chesis Rasavad, and Nachnachasam, Vianuchu Bishlam Mishkavam, Venomar, Amen. Wishing everyone well, look after yourselves, keep well, look after yourselves, and please God, look forward to seeing you tonight. Charles Landau will be speaking on a fascinating talk about history. The topic will be emailed out. I don't have it to hand, but he's always an outstanding orator and a fascinating talk, which he always gives, and we're looking forward to that tonight. I send my apologies in advance. Sadly, we have bereavements to attend to, but we are looking forward to that at 8:15. In the meantime, keep safe, keep well, have a great day. All the very best.